freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. The only way they can inherit the freedom we have known is if we fight for it, protect it, defend it, and then hand it to them with the well-taught lessons of how they in their lifetime must do the same. And if you and I don't do this, then you and I may well spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it once was like in America when men were free.
Hey gang, Cheryl Todd here from GunFreedomRadio in fabulous Las Vegas. It is the 2025 SHOT Show, and I am here with
the other guy, Dan.
Of course, and our new good friend, Adam Yaras of Elite2APay. And we are really excited to talk to you about what you do for a living, because the whole banking issue and the Second Amendment and credit card processing and the Second Amendment, we have a very complicated and unhealthy relationship for the most part.
Great way to put it, absolutely. Murky waters.
Murky waters. So
Yes,
tell us how Elite2APay is different.
Yeah, so one of our main focuses is on processing for the 2A community. Ranges, gunsmiths, instructors, e-com, which is the websites that sell guns. That's our main focus. Go ahead.
And so how, because we feel like, it's all going to end up in the same bucket and the same, muck and the politics and everything that the banking industry has become. How are you different, and why can you be different?
That's a great question. So we've aligned ourselves with these things that are called back ends, and they're the ones that are actually the banks that move the money. And these are banks that are rare, because there's about maybe 1 out of the 20 that are out there that allow us to process that money for the 2A community. So it's all through alignment that if you were a customer, you wouldn't really know, because you look at us as the ones that are the face of it, but essentially that bank is okay with us moving that money through, whatever means is of the e-com or the retail or the tap or the swipe or whatever it may be.
So if you're in this industry, the firearms industry, or you're a manufacturer, or you're a gun shop or a gun store, or any of those things, why would you choose to use credit card processors and banks that pretty much work against you and hate everything about you?
Well, I'm going to use an analogy here. So we all have cell phones, right? Yeah. Every single one of us. We go and get a cell phone because maybe it looks great, or the service plan's good, or you just Google cell phones, and who pops up? The big guys.
Big guys.
Now we know, and I'm not trying to plug this company, but we know Patriot Mobile's out there, and they stand for things that we all do, right? So it's because of the technological world that we're in, where you Google things, these processors pop up. And if you don't know any better, right, you don't know that they're not okay with what you do, you're going to sign up and say, oh, geez, I got an account. They're thankful just to do that, because they know that it's tough to get those things set up. And then sure enough, years go by and you start paying 4, 5, 6% when you should be paying 2%. So it's as simple as that. And the sad part is, you have ones that are completely against it. And I hope it's okay to say, but Square, PayPal, Stripe, some of the biggest manufacturers and companies out there, when I walk around, they use them.
Yes.
Use them.
Is it just ignorance? They don't know that there's an Elite2APay, or
it's a mix of both. So before this all started, we were talking about the software you guys have for your business. Sometimes you have a system that is automatically equipped with that, so you have no other option. There's things called ERPs, which they run your business. So it allows you to communicate, allows you to open up tickets, it shows you inventory. Processing is one component that they might not be able to choose, and it just comes with the total package.
So, you said that you go to like 20 banks and 19 of them won't work with you, and it's really a shame, because at what part of the Second the 2A community, are we doing anything illegal?
None.
No,
It's in our Constitution, guys.
And I can't tell you the name of the bank, but I was chased out of a bank.
Very mysterious.
Very, very cryptic.
They basically closed my account because of firearms.
And countless times, yeah.
And so, it's very, how do you operate, So it's really difficult.
It is. There's also other, when I say competitors, we like to think of ourselves as that unique niche of, we're pretty rare. When we offer our product, it's not just, hey, sign up and you're a number. You're actually going to talk to me. I'm pretty high up in the company. I'm number 2, and when something happens, I'm involved. An example, and I'm just going to throw it out there, is one of our customers. They're not that big. He texted me on Saturday and said, hey, I'm going to be at SHOT. I need to have something on my phone to accept. They're doing a raffle for this gun that they're raffling off. Over Saturday, I said, sure, Kevin, boom, boom. Monday, he got here and he set up. So we do things way different than a lot of these other ones out there that say they're Pro 2A.
Yeah.
They don't treat them as great, and then they charge them a little bit more than what we would.
Right, they charge more. They call it a fee for something, and it's the same types of business.
Exact same thing. We're all doing the same thing.
Right.
Well, and it's interesting because you are appealing to not just one niche community, and we can talk about the other communities and industries that you work with, but you would think that would mean that your rates are higher because it's a niche kind of a need.
The opposite.
And you're the opposite. You're actually
weird?
Yeah, isn't that weird how that works?
Yeah. And so our process is, we have a team that calls and says, hey, can we look at your pricing, and we quantify things and show them, and I think 99% of the time, if not all, we're saving them something.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So, I'm hearing 0 reasons why everyone in the firearms industry should not.
If you don't like this face, then hey, why not? But that's where I had a meeting, and not to sidetrack, I had a meeting where someone said they were using one of those big tech companies, and I probably looked like I was arrogant, but I'm so passionate about it. It's like, why would you do that? You're giving money to a company that funds
all of
Mrs.
the stuff,
Harris and her thing, and literally
all
does.
the stuff that works against us.
It's all convenience.
It's all convenience, and
the wheels spinning.
It's just there. It's just there. It's a cost I have to have, and that's not the way it should be.
I couldn't agree more. And so I do my best to, have that line where I'm not gonna, I don't want to push someone away, because at the end of the day, they may come back or, maybe refer me or what have you.
Can you imagine how much money you can save just by cutting 1/4% or 0.5%?
On some of these companies that do $100,000 a month, that's a good amount of money.
Yeah. That's good lunch money, as my dad would say.
That's great. I love that.
So the other industries that you service, are they industries that get the same guff from the banks?
Not necessarily. Some of them are. It's more retail. So not really. They're okay. Hotels, restaurants, dealerships.
Okay.
There are some issues sometimes, but not so much. It's not anywhere near like the gun side.
And so, what are, other than those? Are there other industries? Did I see the cannabis industry in here?
So we can. It's not our main focus because that is a wacky world over there, but we can. But those are considered, those get into a little bit higher of what's called risk. Mm-hmm. So percentages do tend to go up a little bit higher because
it's illegal federally, but then legal statewide.
Correct.
And so, that is a completely different thing.
Right.
Where with the firearms industry, we're legal all the way,
state, right?
top to bottom, and very highly regulated.
Yeah. So cannabis is a wacky one, but we can do it.
But a person that just has a regular store, a retail store, can use your services
100%.
too.
So we've been doing this for 22 years. When I first started in 2009, this is way before I got into the gun side of things. Gyms, restaurants, cigar shops. The list goes on and on. Dry cleaning. We do it all.
And you have remote pay and all that kind of things.
Oh yeah. Whatever you can think of.
If you are a freedom-minded person, it doesn't matter if you're in the firearms industry, why not support a freedom-minded company and organization.
You gonna come work for me?
Yeah, right, exactly. Well, I'm passionate about it because we are sort of pigeonholed with our Pot of Gold auctions, POG auctions. I'm one of the hypocrites because I'm pigeonholed by the service that we use for the auction, that we can't just say, look, I don't want to use these other companies. Right. I want to tap in and plug in Elite2APay, and I'm hampered. But we're looking for ways. We're having those conversations. We're pushing back on these auction companies, and so I want to elevate your brand and put pressure on the people that do have the power to make those decisions, that we really need to support those who are supporting us. Last question.
Yes, ma'am.
We've just had a huge election. Yesterday was Inauguration Day.
Yes, it was.
My head is still spinning.
I know.
January 2025.
What a day.
And I feel, like you can almost taste it in the air, there is a cultural shift. Not even just in the United States, but I'm feeling like it's a worldwide thing.
They're going to start respecting us again.
And I feel like the ball is ours to drop.
Yes.
Right? So there's so much when you think about that, and culture is what drives everything. Mm-hmm. So if we can maintain how the culture moves and keep it more freedom-minded, we've got, the world is our oyster.
Couldn't agree more.
How do you see the next 4 years playing out with the firearms industry and, the connection you have to it? Because, as we were talking off air, the last time Trump was in election, our side, people in this industry, we sat back and took a nap.
Yep.
It was the Trump slump. They had a name for it. I'm safe. I don't need to go buy new guns and ammo and go train. I feel like it could be different this time. What do you think?
I think it will. Well, just a note to make. So I went to the Gundies last night, and I think his name's Cliff. He used to work for... it's that big name. Anyways, he was the host, and his first comment was like, the air is lifted. And so I think with that is we're all going to just feel better, and when you feel better, you start to buy more things, whether you're into guns or not. Us gun folk are probably going to buy more and do more. But I feel like the other big thing is his first go, we thought he was going to go again for another 4. And we had the disaster happen. He's got this 4, and then we don't know what's going to happen, right? So I think people are going to start to prepare, and I don't think we're going to see a slump. I think things are going to go on the up and up.
I hope so.
Me too.
And especially if people, again, without taking a nap, staying involved and staying engaged and paying attention to supporting those who are supporting us, like your company.
Yeah.
So
are you telling me that
hope.
I should open another gun shop?
I did
and I
not.
know a processor.
Did you say that?
Oh my gosh, I just got double teamed on my own show. Did you see that? That was very good. Very good.
We talked about it
Very good
beforehand.
strategery. I like it.
Yes.
Well, Adam, any other closing thoughts before we just wrap up?
I have to say thank you, number one. I know we were texting. I know we're it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
He's texting me, and he's buying us dinner tonight. So, and my husband just found out. So that's...
You guys are going to join tonight. It's going to be good. It's a great restaurant. But I haven't been this excited and motivated in my career in a long time. Yehuda, I have to just mention him.
Yehuda Reamer, Pew Pew Jew.
He's been an amazing, I don't even know what to call him, but he's been in this interconnect where obviously I walked it with him for the entire day today, stopped every 5 seconds, and he's such a sweetheart, and he's just such a great guy. And so this has allowed me to get this platform to start saying and doing more than what we had before, and just this opportunity here, it gives me goosebumps. I couldn't be more appreciative. You guys are great, and I'm excited to see what's to come for us. So.
I love it. How do people reach out and
so our website is Elite2APay.com. My email is adamy@elite2apay.com. We do have an Instagram that we're starting to, Yehuda's helping us with, is Elite2APay. And then I have a personal one that is Elite Defense with some underscores in the front and back. I have like 20 followers, so anything that
We can fill that up.
Yeah, let's do it. But yeah, that's it.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for what you're doing. It's important, and for being here to really connect with this community and put a face with a company name, and for the service you provide. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Yeah, this has been great.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Well, stick around. We've got a ton more coming up from fabulous Las Vegas at the 2025 SHOT Show.
Bye-bye.